On the sideline watching, so I make them clap it up, clap it up, now clap it up.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. This is caught, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return is Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Browns 7. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Flush to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mayfield on play action, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this out past the 25. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Dobbins running out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to take this across the 50 in the Browns territory. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson.
Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 20.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mayfield off the play fake. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield steps away. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And they can't bring him down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down, Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flushed out right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, Mayfield on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. Oh, he shifts past him. Breaks through the contact. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Chubb running right.
In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A give. This is Chubb. Oh, nice move. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
5 yards on the play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.